Okay guys, welcome back to Sanity Maintenance. It's been a while since I've actually made a video. Today we're going to be talking about a valve core removal tool. This one comes with a little bit of a twist. Most of your valve core removal tools will look about like this here. Quite a few years back I got to messing around with our home AC unit and couldn't afford to really pay anybody to actually fix it, let alone put Freon in it. And it had a lot of problems with the valve parts of them leaking, the actual Schrader valve. And I got to do a little research on our home unit and found out that they actually make a valve core remover tool that will actually keep the Freon in it and remove it at the same time. Well, I looked around everywhere for a while to see if I could find that for car, automotive, and I couldn't. And lo and behold, here I had to do some replacing on ordering some AC temperature thermometers there, and I run across one. So this for the high side and the low side for automotive. So we'll discuss both the automotive and the household one here while I have them right beside me. So let's get into that. Okay, the first one we're going to talk about here is for the HVAC unit for your household. This one here is set up for like your 410A or your R22, and we used it on R22. This is the reason why I wanted it, so we could remove the bad Schrader valves when we did have them. Of course, if you have R22, you know good and well that that shit is nowhere near cheap. So I'll get into how this tool actually works. And basically, when you're hooking it up to the unit, you're just going to take and here we go. Come on, here we go. There we go. That's better. Lock it off here, and you have the other end here. What we're going to do is take and just close it off here. This is going to close this completely off here. Now, what we're going to do here is actually hook it to the line, like you're hooking into your where your Schrader valve is, or your valve stem on your AC unit. Screw this into it here. Once you've got it screwed into it there, what you're going to do is take and open your valve up, and you're going to take the gizmo here on the end of it here, you're going to slide it right in here like so, and when it comes through, here's your valve core removal here. It looks pretty much the same as all the rest of the ones you'll see. So these are a little smaller compared to the automotive, due to the fact that automotive can sometimes be a little bigger. Like Ford, they have a lot of bigger Schrader valves in some of their stuff compared to GM. But once you have it, hooked up to it, in here you can just basically find your way around into where it hooks into the valve. Then you can unscrew it. As you're unscrewing it, as it's unscrewing, you have pressure still on there because you do have Freon in the system. You're doing this while it has Freon in the system. And normally once you get them like you want them, it'll take and push this out like so from the pressure. Well, as it does this, okay, now we can seal it off. Okay, now we got this whole side shut down from here back. Okay, so everything's there is there. And on this side here, we're just going to simply unhook it here, twist this piece here, and as we're twisting it, pull it out. Now we can remove our Schrader valve, or your valve, whatever you want to call it, your valve core. Place you a new one in here. Stick it back in here like so. Screw it back down, and this does have a really nice O-ring inside of it here. And this unit here did come with extra O-rings as well. This is the brand on it here. You see the extra O-rings that come on. I've never had to use them yet, I would. But as you're putting your new piece in here, you just slide it in here like so. You lock this back down like so. Oh, yep. There we go. Now that it's locked in here, we're going to open our valve up here. Oh, while we have everything here out of the way, if you choose to add some Freon to your system and you don't want the valve to be in the way, you can simply do it from this valve here. You can unscrew it here and add it to it. This will have the valve out of the way, and it makes it easier to service it. It's not like an auto. Anytime you're doing HVAC on a home, you can have anywhere from 5 pounds of Freon to 14 to 20 pounds, depending on how long the lines are and what kind of a split unit you have, or if you have a different unit. But you can actually kind of go around the valve itself, and then once you're done, close it back off, and then you can open your system here back up, and then slide your piece back in here very carefully. You'll kind of find your way and feel where it's supposed to be at, and you can kind of screw it in there. And once you got it screwed in there, you just simply take it, and it's good and snug and you ain't killing it, just pull it back out like so, shut it down, and unscrew it off the HVAC unit. And there she has it. It's good to go. Now, these are the only ones I've ever seen. These are the only ones I've ever seen like this for home HVAC. And this thing has absolutely saved my ass on money-wise. Big time. If you ever priced R22 lately, you'll know that it's anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000, depending on how much you want. Alright, getting into your automotive stuff here. This is going to be for the high side. The high side and the low side are the same. These are actually pretty cheap. I bought these off of Amazon, because it's the first place I've seen them. They may have had these out now for a year. I just hadn't seen them, but here they are. But they basically work the same way. But you snap them onto it, hook them up to it, or actually shut it off first. Pull this piece out, shut it off. Snap your side to it, hook it to it, go from there. Open your side up, slide it in, find your Schrader valve, unscrew it. Once you get it, it should push it out pretty freely. No problem at all. And once you got that, just shut your system off here, and you can simply change it out by pulling it off from here. Now both the high side and the low side are the same. You'll notice that these are a little bit bigger around. That's because, like I said, Ford does have some larger Schrader valves out there, so just go like you want it. Take it back in there and screw it back in, and you're good to go. But I thought these were pretty nifty and neat. I wanted to share that. And these are the one for the HVAC for home. So, but hopefully this was helpful to somebody looking for something like this, and hopefully it is kind of helpful to you. But if the video was helpful, hell, give it a thumbs up. All right, y'all have yourself a good night.